Holy shit, guys, do I have some progress for you. Well, first off, obviously I'm back in town, and 93 mage. That is quite an improvement from last video. I think I had like 75 or something like that. And if you can't tell, I'm kind of excited, so we're just going to skip a shitty and unplanned intro and just go on with the stats and whatnot. But obviously, since last video, the things I've changed on my account are I got like 1 attack level, doesn't really matter. I bumped up to 60 defense because I wanted to get a fire cape, which I'll show you later on the video, and I'd rather wear a dragon plate skirt with the Guthix DI'd chap switch in there just to make it a little bit easier for myself. I figured that quest won't actually put me above 70, which is what I want to really cap out at. So that was a little bit of a long explanation as to why I got 60 defense, but basically biggest change since last video is 93 mage and a couple of like non-combat stats like 48 or 49 agility or something like that, just to get the recipe for disaster quests out of the way. I think it was monkey ambassador that required 48. I've got one more sub quest left before I fight the Colomancer or whatever you call him, and it's a ceramic Vars one, so I have to be able to start legends quest, so I'm working on that right now. But 96 quest points, quite the improvement from last video, so I'm kind of happy with it. But just like last time, I've been questing like crazy, so I'm going to put in a couple of those clips here, and I can't actually fit them all in because I've done so many. But to start out with one of the big ones, Desert Treasure, I did get it finished. I had to get like 50 fire making and 53 thieving and do all the requirements and stuff like that, which I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I did complete the quest. It was actually kind of funny because I've done this quest a couple times on different accounts before EOC came out and all that stuff, but I can't really remember all the specifics of it. So I found myself in a little bit of trouble when I went down to the Dust Devil cave to fight Farid or whatever his name is. I forgot that in order to hurt him, you had to hit him with a water spell, and I only had air and fire. So did I bank and grab a water spell? Nope. I knocked his ass out with my bare hands. Fucking savage. But realistically, I mean, it took forever. But was I about to bang and have to relight all those torches? Nope. But I did eventually both finish the quest and stop crying from how long it took. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. So awkward transition. I want to mention someone real quick. Every once in a while when I'm questing or doing something else boring on RS, I just turn my private chat on. And I mean, I ain't no Zezma circa 2007, but I definitely get a couple PMs. And typically I add the first like 3 or 4 people that PM me, then put it back on friends and just chat with them. And you guys have some really interesting stories and tips that are helping me out with 2007 Scape and helping the time pass. And there's this guy that PM'd me a couple weeks ago named Bass Wolkes, or I don't know how to say his name. I'll put it up on the screen, but basically, wow, holy shit. Basically, we started PMing back and forth, and this dude knows my channel better than I do, and he even knew, like, my old channel that got deleted in 2010. Like, he could pull up songs from, like, videos that I hadn't seen in years, and, tell me exactly what was going on in them and all that stuff, and I think that that is just insane. And then he gave me 2 mil because he wanted to help out, but that's not, like, a paid shout-out or anything. I just really wanted to mention his name because it is just amazing how much he knew about my channels. But anyway, back to the video. So, as you can see here, I am hunting hell rats in Dave's mom's basement or whatever to do that sub quest for recipe for disaster, and with a kitten it takes for fucking ever. But luckily you're watching a video so we can skip it. Quest complete. So now you guys can laugh at me for having rune gloves instead of myth gloves. But anyway, last night I took my happy rune glove wearing ass to the fight caves because I was sick of wearing that little backpack whenever I was meleeing. And keep in mind, I haven't done fight caves since like before EOC came out, when you could literally just throw on Torval plate legs, a Pyrnix body, and a divine, and turn on soul split and AFK it for 2 hours before Jad comes out. But I did make it to Jad on my first attempt, and I got fucked by the healers. But we'll just act like that didn't happen. So on my second attempt, I did get the fire cape. And before all of that, once I got my rune gloves, I got a little too anxious, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go PKing. So I roll up to world 325 with my shitty stats, and I'm pop barraging because I was only 91 mage at the time, and I'm fresh out the mage arena with my new Guthix cape, and everyone fucking laughed at me. The end.